The Fall of Asmongold. Uh-oh. 497 comments. 536 comments.
Wait, 988 comments.
Mad about me. Asmongold in 2021. I am just a dude playing video games. WoW devs don't care. Look at this Final Fantasy XIV is not so bad. Asmon in 2024. Let me repeat my opinion for 300 times on the subreddit Twitter. Random Twitter niche drama because I'm always right. Now let me react to this 8-year-old funny video. Why is reacting to an 8-year-old funny video bad? Like, this is the part I don't understand. That sounds like a good thing. If you don't like it, you're a bitch. If you don't agree with me, you're a stupid animal. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at it. So, in 2021, I made tons of content about politics and social stuff. All the time. It's just that you agreed with it, or I was playing the game that you liked. That's the reason. So here's, I want to play a game today. And I want to play a game, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up Notepad. And the game is going to be called Find the Real Feedback. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look for instances out of this 500 comment thread where a statement is made that's based off of an actual action rather than a vibe. You guys ready? Here we go. Ahmad is going to have a boner reading all these replies. It's gotten locked already. They'll delete them. Asmon's bigger than ever, but he got there by varying his content. Once he seemed to take a side in a culture war, he became a target and is never shy about farming the dumbest, most hypocritical haters. His takes became more unhinged as well. For example, okay. Asmon should not talk politics if he doesn't go into the bare minimum of research. His social commentary is fine, but I don't need his retarded take on geopolitics. Back in the days, he stayed in his lane of gaming. It's important. Having said that, not the only one. Joe Rogan is another case. Back in the days, Joe Rogan often said, listen, I'm a dumbass, so don't listen to me. Now, oh my god, Walt's changed the Minnesota flag, so I'm going to interview him. So it looks like the Somalian flag. Okay. So, we have, Joe Rogan doesn't like the flag from Minnesota. I can't spell it. That Tim Waltz did. Okay. So that's number one. All right. Yep. There we go. We've got that. That's the first bit of real feedback. Let's say French things. IQ seems to drop out 50. He's talking about millennials and any challenge they face for whatever reason. Especially on YouTube. Is this a user of anti-work? Is this a person who's been unhappy about how it is? Let's take a look here. This is it's a WoW player. It's a WoW player. I was a bit hyped for the War Within, but delayed access has already made me resentful. So this is basically just a solid WoW player. Like a very, very serious WoW player. Very, very big WoW Andy. Okay, the next feedback is, you find him very entertaining, completely disagree with him, especially on YouTube. Okay, so, I say millennials have it easier than they do. Can I spell check this? I'm not a wizard, okay? I was about to say I'm not a winner. I'm not a wizard with words, okay? I'm not a word wizard. My mom, she used to always tell me that if I ever got an A on a spelling test, that she would take me immediately to Chuck E. Cheese. We didn't really go to Chuck E. Cheese that much. So anyway, Now we went there, but it wasn't because of a spelling test. She'd take me at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is a good time. It's a great time. It's amazing. So, which by the way, I say millennials have it easier than they do. What does this mean? That's right. It means nothing. I watched the video of that. I think his name was like Sean Galloway or something. The like buff bald guy talk about problems that young people had. I watched like 5 videos of his and I said he was right about everything. And so, and he said basically the same thing. Scott Galloway, there we go. Yeah, that's the guy. And so crazy that I hear that. I miss the old Asmon content. It's just political bait. Subreddit isn't about gaming anymore. 20 threads. Okay, so this is even about me. I'm the only one. The subreddit has turned into an ultra-right incels. Take this shit everywhere else and bring back the gaming. Well, let's take a look here. This is gaming. This isn't gaming. This is gaming. This isn't gaming. This is something special. Look at this. This is drama. This is gaming. I think that people are just mad that I'm shitting on Concord. I think that's really what it is. 90% culture war shit? Yeah, of course. Well, what a surprise that people in gaming are bringing up culture war shit when people have decided that gaming is going to be a battleground for the culture war. What a big fucking surprise. Wow. So you have these people that are trying to change male and female to body type 1 and 2. They're trying to change every character to give them pronouns inside of a video game, even though they're not even human beings. And then you want to go and say that it's our problem for saying, hey, this is fucking annoying? No. No, this is... And by the way, the reason why there's a lot of these posts on my subreddit is because I don't ban the people that say them. That's the reason. If it wasn't for that, these posts would be all over Reddit entirely. The only reason why they're not everywhere is because the people that are getting banned everywhere else come to my subreddit because I don't ban them. So yeah, they're gaslighting us. Yes, they're gaslighting. They absolutely are. And so anyway, so yes, basically, there's too much. This is basically too much culture war issues. Okay. I hate DEI, but I agree. Sub's been boring, repetitive of the same thing, and so is Asmon. It's attracting a different crowd for the different place. Asmon is farming the grifting algorithm at this point. Does anybody know what grifting means? Because at this point, I feel like grifting, what does grifting mean? I know what grifting means, by the way. I'm looking it up. I'm being facetious here. Is to obtain money or properly, illicitly as a confidence game. So let's go ahead. We're going to look at this here. And to acquire money properly. And so I'm doing it for money. So let me get this straight. Having the viewpoint that is systematically unpopular financially is what's going to make me money? That doesn't even make sense. If you go back to me talking about stuff from years ago, I said the same thing. What is this? Grifting? Yeah, when am I grifting? I'm being retarded, number one, for free half the time, and the other half the time, I'm doing it because I'm really stupid. I'm actually dumb. This isn't some kind of fucking act. It's not like oh, well, I don't know. He's just acting this way for a reason. No. Yeah, there it is. I'm not grifting. This is what my opinion is. I know this might be upsetting, but people love to cry. Terrible with spelling, but your vocabulary is phenomenal. Well, I know what the words are. I just don't know what they look like. Okay. So yeah, that's the way I see it. Bro, you mispronounce words all the time. I do. And I hate to break the fourth wall, but I do that regularly on purpose. Do you think I call Dalaran Delirian for a reason? Like, cause shut the fuck. You said these are the same people that okay. I like doing it because it's funny. I do it because it's funny and it gets a reaction from chat. That's the reason. The Marinera's Trench. Yep, there it is. Your Marinera Trench. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I know immersion is broken. And so let's go down. We'll scroll down. Same, especially the transmog stuff. That's right. That's right. And this is this is, I think, the main premise of what it is. You are not playing WoW. That's the main reason why people are unhappy. Now, I know people like transmog contests, and I probably should do them slightly more often. I think that's fair. However, I don't want to make my entire identity tied to a video game that I think is dying. I do. I think it's dying. And I think it has been for years and years and years. And some WoW players are just realizing it now. And tomorrow, you'll have more viewers in WoW. You will. Because very clearly, you're going to see there's going to be a lot of people who are, you know, like they're like the fair weather, of drops. They're going to have drops. That's the reason. So yeah, people say you're transphobic, but I tell you, you've done plenty of transmog competitions, so I don't know what's up. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah, these guys are not even real viewers, are they? And so anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to look at this. What I gather, it's straight up rage bait brain rot. It's causing harm to him and his community. Is that right? Okay, so all-time peak Asmon was Withered Runs in Legion. All downhill from there. And this is the... There are a lot of Redditors that are disaffected, disenfranchised old WoW players that are mad that the year isn't 2017 anymore. And I hate to tell you guys this, but I'm one of you. If I could push a button and go back there, I would. But the truth is that the world has changed, I've changed, and the one thing that you hate more than anything else is the fact that you have too. And I get it, I understand. But listen, it's not like Withered, the all-time peak was Withered Runs in Legion. Yes, like a niche content for a single video game is the main thing that people get excited. Crazy how people get stuck in the past. It's insane how stuck in the past people are. It's nuts, man. Why don't you try out other MMOs? Because they're garbage. They're trash. Why would I want to play them? They're just a trash waste of time. And they're not fun to watch. Duh. Like, yeah. So let me, yeah, video, it wouldn't necessarily you're wrong about some of the zero by calendar million, but with the amount of marketing they did, it probably broke even. Well, I don't know. And so anyway, let's look at the rest of this. Watch this video is late. Aswin's reaction to this post. That's right, boys. That's how we do it. Getting litty. It is what it is. I'm right. Clip it. Yep, you're just mad because I'm not playing your game. You're exactly right. And I actually think that's the reason why. And if I read people's comment history, I will find out that that's true every single time. Yeah, I would go back to doing Maw of Souls with you and McConnell every day after work for 2 weeks straight before I was married. Well, here's what's really funny about that, is that I never did Maw of Souls with McConnell. He didn't like farming artifact power. That didn't even happen. I did it with Trictagon and with Giswiki and with Ryuk. Yeah, it didn't even happen. You imagine this. Now, I'm sure I ran Maw of Souls with McConnell once or twice, but if you're talking about the 8-hour Maw of Souls runs, it wasn't even with McConnell. So, yes. Mandela effect, exactly. It must have been so good. In his head, you did. Yeah, that's not even what it was. And so, EU viewers, is election season, all the content's about some weird far left-right policies. Well, that's just how people are. I just think he saw the far-right grift is easy money. You don't have to believe it. Just repeat the talking points and make money. When something falls, look for a reason why it's woke. If something does well, deny that it's woke. Yeah, this isn't the Fall of Asmongold. It's the pivot to the far-right grift. That's right, guys. That's right. You realize I was publicly pro-Trump and voted for Trump in 2016, right? Do you remember that? What about that? What about when I made a video that was pro-Gamergate in 2014? Has it ever occurred to you that maybe I just have opinions that are different than yours and there isn't some sort of ulterior motive for it other than the fact that we simply disagree? Yes, the term far-right is so lowbrow. It is. Everyone naturally... Yes, there we go. I disagree. Yeah, there we go. I can't post on your subreddit. We watched the latest Channel 5 video. I will watch it. You've always been upfront about all that shit. I have. And I remember I've gotten a lot of shit for it. I've gotten a lot of people. People can't handle being disagreed with. What do you mean by that? His Twitch is not even monetized. React content is the easiest form of content as a streamer. It never loses popularity either. You just move on to the next topic. I don't understand how somebody can't say gaming content is the easiest form of content for a streamer. It never loses popularity either. You can just move on to the next game. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. What is this here? I love how we call it a far-right grift, and the far left has already bought out every journalism media. Yeah, of course, naturally. And so let's see what the rest of this is. Don't get me started with banning people who disagree with the point that you... Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. Don't get me started banning people who disagree with a point you intentionally brought up to trigger people, and then proceed to ban every person who voices their opinions for stream content while advocating for freedom of speech at the same fucking time. That's right. I think that you should have... I don't think the government should put you in jail for speech, but and what have I said I believe in? I've said that I believe in personal censorship. If you don't want to see something as an individual, you shouldn't have to see it. I've said it many times. I've said it time and time and time again. But people just don't want to see that. Comparing jail with bans. Well, I mean, for a Redditor, it's basically the same thing. And let's look at this. Yes, dude, hypocrisy reminded me recently when Asmon told a guy that Jesus will not like that he betted on a sports game. And the minute later, he told someone in chat not to virtue signal on him. Omega lol. So... this is the mirage of criticism. There we go. So we have, we finally have an actual point on the graph. And it's taken us a long time to get there. Let's be honest. It really has. Let's explain what actually happened. So... I said that there was no moral difference between gambling on a crypto site like Stake or gambling on a place like DraftKings. I don't find these to be tremendously morally different. Other people said that they weren't, or that they were different and one was good and the other one was bad. I then provided examples of other first world countries that are seen as not immoral countries that allow gambling on Stake. So, after that, they said that no, gambling is bad if it's unregulated. And then I argued that if you die and go to heaven, and you tell Jesus, and Jesus asks you, why did you promote gambling to the public? And you tell Jesus that I didn't promote illegal gambling, I only promoted legal gambling, that Jesus wouldn't care what the difference was. And so, the argumentation that I'm criticizing somebody for virtue signaling, the entire foundation of my point of bringing that up was the fact that people were virtue signaling. It wasn't me virtue signaling. It was an argument to an extreme to prove that they were. This person didn't even understand what I was saying. Gambling isn't a sin anyway. Bad analogy. You think gambling isn't a sin? So you think that you think that a person who owns a casino is gonna go to heaven? What do you think, Jesus? You know what? Let's look into this. Do we find it here? Damn it! The guy got missed. Yeah, right. I'm sure that a person owning a casino, that's it. The Bible does say, however, it's easy to get away from the love of money. Scripture also encourages us to stay away from get-rich-quick proverbs. Jesus literally said not to gamble. Well, it's not about whether it's gambling or not. It's about whether it's profiting off of other people's misfortune and losses more than anything else. So that's really what it is. It's not about gambling. It's not about the action of gambling. We're not talking about the action of gambling. It's about profiting off of it and promoting it in a way that's parasitic to the lives of other people, which is undeniable. It's undeniable. You can't say that's not true. The casino has an expectation to win. Of course it does. Or they had to be building new casinos all the time because they'd start losing. So I love to see people call them out on hypocrisy. Yeah, that's a gotcha. And so, do you guys see kind of where a lot of these points are going? They're going nowhere. There's actually there's no thinking about it at all. There's no actual criticism or thought involved in any of this feedback. And this is why I don't take feedback from people seriously. It's because most of the people that give it are stupid. It's just that simple. Really. There you go. Let's read this. Even when he plays games like Wulong, there's this over the top analysis and breakdown of everything and why he can't beat a section. Yeah. Like I say, I'm animation locking myself. I keep making the same mistake. Yeah. That's correct. I like understanding the nuts and bolts of video games because I like working inside of I like working in between the lines of video games. I find it to be very interesting. He's talking about Wukong. He's not Wukong. And just play and try to have fun, man. Not everything needs to be broken down. I can't do that. I don't do that. When I lose, I get mad. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. I cannot, like, I don't know how people like Amaru or I see Charlie get mad sometimes, right? I can tell he'll get mad, and it's like, yeah, see, I fucking yeah, right? But like some people don't get mad. I get fucking furious if I lose. I do. I get so fucking mad. It's insane, and that's just how it is. Play easy mode then. Well, no, then I don't have a reason to be happy if I win. Well, I'm not happy either way, but then I really won't be happy. Find some carefree streamers who like to have fun and laugh. Yeah, that's not me. That's not me. If you came here to see me fucking, oh wow, I lost. And by the way, I've been very positive about Wulong, even when I've been dying on bosses a couple of times. I've never gotten upset or mad at all. I haven't rage quit the game. Wukong, not Wulong, I was mad. That entire playthrough was me being mad. It's the worst game I've ever played. Yeah, I've been so positive. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I'm sure today will be different. Wukong's pretty balanced in terms of difficulty. Yes. And let's see here. And Wukong was the game. Of course. It's weird. It's so strange not seeing Matt Asman. I know. It's very weird. Let's see here. Even when he plays games like Wukong, the over-top analysis, he's always extrapolated why he can't do X or Y in games. Sometimes in extremes, it makes it obvious he's just running with. But it seems like every stream now is a point where he hits a wall in a game and he mauls over it. Absolutely. That's why I don't like playing challenging video games. Because I get mad. I don't want to put myself in a position that makes me look bad. Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to play a video game that makes me mad and frustrates me? Are you retarded? Who the fuck would do that? Surprising, his recent WoW streams are pretty chill, besides saying I'm past important to game caring. Yeah, because people are really upset about that. Wukong isn't 10 10 DEI Slayer. Yeah, sure. It's not even a question. I've said that the fall. At this point, you're still clinging on to the notion he's some relatable streamer. He still is playing a video game. You need to forget that. I've treated it as an entertainment show for a while now. It's basically a one-man talk show with chat. Thank you. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. We finally have a normal person. Halfway down the thread. We do. I've treated it as an entertainment show for a while now. It's basically a talk show with chat. He's still somewhat relatable guy, and I watch him every day, but you need to hear this. If you find yourself getting mad, upset, and no longer able to relate to him anymore, just stop watching. Maybe if everyone leaves, he might revert back to the old Asmon. He will not. Why would I do that? Why would I... What is the logic there? I want to go back to do the thing that I didn't like doing to attract people that don't like me. Who thinks like this? That's crazy. What do you mean? And so anyway, is there any other... sometimes go back on his YouTube channel and watch videos from back in Wars of Draenor, and those were the peak Asmongold streams, and it's not even nostalgia. Was 100% more real. Uh-oh. Look at this person's profile picture. Uh-huh. By the way, the most basic transmog that you can ever have. Warrior Tier 3 Dreadnought with the TCG Tabard of Frost. I'm sorry, but you're just a WoW Andy who's mad that I'm not playing WoW all day. That's the reason why. That's the only reason. There we go. Lisa's in the Giga Chad meme? Yes, of course. People expect you to have some split personality so you can please them? Of course they do. Absolutely. And does anybody watch streams anymore? He's turned into a guy who does reaction videos and criticize society, all while living in a dunk of cockroaches and rats. That's right. So basically, what we have, Asmon takes the easy stance on these grifter videos, acting like none of the shit matters. It's all political theater, but leans slightly right that he draws the line. He draws in these far-right retards that you can plainly see they make up a significant part of his sub and chat. His chat is the most brain-dead group of people on the planet. This is, of course, different than the Reddit, which is, of course, part of very intelligent people like this person himself, Orc Warchief. I watch Asmon from playing games and I'm getting mad at him slamming his face into a controller and never learning the mechanics. I miss that content. Yes, I know. And I'm so glad you're gone. I cannot admit, I cannot express my satisfaction that I have evolved beyond making content for people that don't like me. It's weird. It's always been weird. It's a Twitch culture thing that I think is cringe, and nobody else on the entire internet likes it, other than other weird, cringy loser, like, video game shut-ins. So, yep, there we go. Biggest Asmon now, requiring skill. I'm just not good at video games. What do you want me to say? Sorry. Yeah, I'm really just not that great at video games. I'm okay, but, like, I'm not great. And I get mad really easily. Yeah. The only reason why I beat things faster than other people is because I can outthink them. That's the reason why. I can figure out some strategy that shouldn't work, but does. That's why I come out ahead, and I can fucking, you know, like, manipulate things in a certain way. Cocky much? I'm not cocky. I said I'm bad at one thing and good at something else. I think that's pretty fucking fair. Yes. There we go. That's what, you're awful at them? So, we have somebody here. Let me go ahead and let's get to this. You suck at video games and don't want any challenge. What's wrong with that? What? So what? Do we have a single response here? You've been typing and getting mad the whole time. The dude ran away. Yeah, exactly. You know when they're doing it right when both sides are getting mad at you? I know. Probably rage fapping. The dude, because you aren't smart, clear your trigger because the conservator comment. I didn't even see the debate with Destiny about Trump and Hillary. This is like 9 years ago. Was it 9 years ago? It was 8 years ago. Never mind. So what is this here? Do we have a single response? He's rage fapping. Here we go. How is it that you are spamming in chat, talking shit, but the moment, the instantaneous moment that I pull it up, now you don't have anything to say? What's this? Rage fapping? I know, it's crazy. I'll give it one more minute, and other than that, we do have to move on, right? There's so check his other messages. Mad about me with Destiny, always been right-wing reactionary. Tim Waltz didn't pick the flag; it was voted on by the people. Great. Okay, like you're arguing against something that Joe Rogan said. Like, like I didn't even say this. I don't know about the flag. Such hypocrite. You eat sweets all the time. You're sorry we wait, sweet sauce. Who cares? You're ugly and you smell bad. Why do you care about holding on to the awful hair? You're so wrong. Taylor is in Europe. 90%. This is crazy. Conservatards are going to lose so hard this fall. Man. Gretchen Whitmer. I don't even... Who is this? I don't even know who this is. Let's scroll all the way up. There's no data to prove it gives an unfair advantage. HRT negatively affects your athletic ability, so I don't really understand the issue. Well, I don't know. This is crazy. It's all good you don't like a challenge anymore. What's the question? Oh, finally. Why are you using me being bad at video games as an insult? Why? I'm confused. Biggest video games is that entire life. There it is. Yes, this is a person who's been shit talking the entire time. That's right. So, I just want you to think about where you're going with your life. Oh, this person did actually respond. Give me a minute. It's funny to dunk on you when it's clearly something you're self-conscious about. Yeah, I wish I was better at games, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I didn't get mad. Yeah, for sure. Of course. Yeah, absolutely. So, have you ever thought to yourself, have I been spending the last 2 years of my life in a good way by hate watching and following a person that I don't like? Because you've been spending 2.5 years of your life coming into my chat, keeping up with my behaviors, like remembering the ways that I've played video games or not. Do you think that you're going to look back at this time and think to yourself, wow, I really helped myself out here? Why can't you or anyone get mad, bro? Well, it's because they're mad. That's what, why can't I get mad? Because people want to see me mad, but whenever they get mad that I'm mad. That's the reason why. Just ban them and move on. Yeah, this is such a huge waste of time. This is taking so long. Bro, you need to type faster if you want to, like, can we wrap this up, please? Holy shit. This is crazy. It's so obvious it's his second account. It is. And you've probably been banned 2 times. Here's my advice for you, okay? And I'll refresh it one more time. It seems like this person's not fine. Just ban me. You were going to get banned from the beginning. This was a foregone conclusion. Like, you were going to get banned an hour ago. You should have been banned years ago. I don't know how you haven't been banned. It's crazy that you haven't been banned. So, here's my advice to you, okay? You have invested a tremendous amount of your time and your life into being upset and angry at a person on the internet that has no bearing on your life. You have wasted your time. You've wasted your energy. You've wasted your emotions. And you are fixating around the intelligence of a person who you've never met before. One day you'll wake up and you'll get older and you'll realize that all of that energy and effort was totally wasted. That's why you see a lot of young people, like you see people like PewDiePie, Mudahar, I don't do it as much nowadays, and you're seeing it with more and more content creators that are getting older. They're not using social media as much. And the reason why is because the main people that are using social media all the time are mentally ill, attention addicted, weird kids that are constantly fixated around every social issue because they don't have emotional control. But when people grow up and they get older and they realize, you know what, this isn't that important, they move on. And when you'll get like, and I've done this many times. This is why, and I've told you guys before, I don't post really on any social media platform other than my videos. I don't really post on Instagram. I don't post on Twitter. I'm not posting on Facebook. I'm not doing anything like that. Do you know why? It's because it doesn't matter. It's bullshit. Who cares? It's all bullshit. He's a kid. You can't make him look like this. He has to learn for himself. I know. Yeah, instead of therapy, they're on Twitter. This is why I don't do it a whole lot. No, I might make a reply here and there. Yeah, every once in a while. I do something every funny. But for the most part, no. I don't use social media a lot. It's constantly a red flag. It is. It's mainly young people that are getting upset about it. And so, yes, let's go back. This has been taking a while. Failing upwards. Yes, this is crazy. And so he thinks that he's starting to see that everything he's never wanted to be. He's getting really sick of himself, and when he looks in the mirror, he sees somebody else. That looks like Sylvanas to me. It looks like a WoW player to me. Uh-huh. So, anyway, we could go on and waste another hour reading every comment, but I think that this has been... I feel like we've gone through enough of these. I want to let you guys know that I don't take any of this feedback or criticism seriously at all. I don't take it to heart in any capacity. I don't even take it personally. I think that these people are just dumb. And when I actually read and actually distill down what their feedback is, it's things that are stupid. Things that they don't even understand. So why would I get mad at myself? Why would I consider myself the person who's wrong when someone's mad at me about something that didn't even happen? Do you take any feedback seriously? Do you want me to be totally honest? No. No. I don't. Why would I? Why would I take somebody's feedback seriously? Now, I look what other people do, and sometimes I'm like, okay, and I always say no. I've taken feedback before. I've taken it seriously before, right? I've read things that I've agreed with. It's not like it's never happened, but it's like the amount of times that it's happened is like 5, if that. So yeah, only take feedback from people you trust. I just don't think that people see things the way that I do, and so why would they want to? So yeah, he made it on the internet. Why follow losers' advice? Yes. Would you take it seriously from people that are close to you? Absolutely not. Why would I want their feedback? No. They don't see the world the way that I do. They're not me. They're them. And I will do things the way that I will do them, and then that's it. And if I want somebody's feedback, I'd ask for it. And of course, I will listen to what people say. Of course, I'll listen to what they say. But that doesn't mean it's going to change what my behavior is. No. Feedback isn't the objective. There's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions that think that feedback is important. It's definitely not. Why aren't you taking my feedback? Because it's not important to me. And so I also want to say that if you go back, and this is the... we're going to do a little bit of juxtaposition here. The Fall of Asmongold. That's right. That's right. My YouTube channel now, last month, has gotten over 100 million views, and that's on one singular channel. This is the Fall of Asmongold. You're witnessing it right here. That's right. Look at all those green numbers. That's a lot of green numbers. That's crazy. 8 million views in a day. Wow. Uh-huh. For sure. So people ask why I'm not taking their feedback. I wonder. I wonder. What a mystery. There are a small subset of WoW streamers that are negative about me, and they farm that negativity about me quite often. I find this to be a huge compliment, because they view me as so far above them that they can criticize me as if I'm some sort of like higher entity that is, not really on their level. I find this to be a big compliment. It's like people criticize celebrities, and I guess they treat me this way. It's kind of pathetic, but it's also funny and kind of a compliment. So one of the reasons why a lot of WoW streamers feel that way about me is because I've been able to grow my brand outside of World of Warcraft while they're stuck doing Mythic 20s forever and trying to beg and hold together 100 viewers. So they're mad at me because I've been able to do the thing that they can't do. They're stuck in purgatory, and I'm in the Elysian fields playing video games that are new, having fun with them, and my audience enjoys it. Meanwhile, they're running the same dungeon that they've been running for 7 years, pretending like they're having fun. So, no, I listen. And I get some people like playing WoW. That's great. Good for them. But the fact is that I've evolved beyond that, and I think that's what makes them the maddest. And they're not mad that I did it. They're mad that they can't do it. And you know what? They've tried and they've failed. And that's why they're mad. And the funny thing about that is that they can be mad at me all they want. They can insult me all they want. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be right. I will. And that's what they're really mad about.